Once upon a quiet morning, in a small farming town surrounded by rolling green fields, lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was not rich. He was not famous. But people knew him. They knew his steady hands, his honest smile, and his calm way of facing hard days. Life had tested Daniel many times. Bad harvests, long winters, lonely nights. Still, he never complained. He worked. He prayed. He stayed thankful. One early sunrise, while checking his cornfield, Daniel noticed something strange. Between the tall green stalks, something caught the light. It shimmered. Curious, he walked closer. There, half buried in the soil, was a small wooden box, old, carved by hand, locked tight. Daniel's heart beat faster. He wiped the dirt away, opened the lid, and froze. Inside rested a single golden key. Nothing else. Just the key. On its side were words etched carefully. The gift from God. Daniel whispered, "What does this mean? Was it fortune? A hidden door? A miracle waiting?" Confused but hopeful, Daniel took the key to someone he trusted. Mr. Harris, the oldest man in town, a retired teacher, quiet, wise. Mr. Harris listened slowly, holding the key in his palm. After a long pause, he said, "Daniel, some gifts don't open doors made of wood or stone. They open something deeper." Daniel frowned. He thanked the old man, but walked away unsure. Days passed, then weeks. The key stayed in his pocket, but the words stayed in his mind. Daniel began to notice small moments he once rushed past. He practiced patience, chose kindness, held his tongue, listened more. One afternoon, at the local grocery store, he saw an elderly woman struggling. Her cart was heavy, her hands were shaking. Without thinking, Daniel stepped forward. "Let me help you." He carried her bags, walked her home, heard her stories of loss, of hope, of quiet strength. As he left, Daniel felt something new, not excitement, peace, that night. He touched the key in his pocket and finally understood. The key was never meant to unlock a thing. It was meant to unlock him. From that day on, Daniel lived differently. He volunteered at the local school, helped kids learn right from wrong. He checked on neighbors, listened when no one else would. He gave his time, his effort, his heart. Slowly, the town noticed. People spoke his name with respect. They said, "He carries something special." But Daniel didn't care about praise. His reward was simpler: smiles, relief, connection. Years rolled by. Daniel grew old. His hair turned silver. His steps slowed. Yet his spirit stayed strong. On his final night, surrounded by loved ones, Daniel smiled softly. He knew the truth. The greatest gift from God is not found in boxes or keys or promises of more. It lives in everyday choices, in love, in kindness, in compassion. And as his eyes closed, Daniel felt complete. Because some gifts are meant to be given away. But here's the question. What if that key is already in your pocket? And what door are you choosing to open next? Stay with us. Another story is waiting.